With interest rates relatively low and memories of stock market losses fresh in our minds, it's no secret that managing our retirement savings is of real concern. Americans are searching for vehicles that provide strong protection against losses and yet provide substantial growth potential with tax-favored access to their funds. The cash value component within an Index Universal Life policy may provide just such a solution. Index Universal Life Insurance has both living and death benefits. And while the merits of the death benefit have been providing security to the American family for over a century, it is the living benefit, specifically the ability to provide supplemental retirement income, that is the focus of this presentation. Many individuals find that the credited interest rates, favorable tax treatment, and ready access to the cash value make an Index Universal Life Plan an excellent method of accumulating retirement income when compared with other components of a well-balanced retirement portfolio. A key component to the Index Universal Life Plan is the cash value account, as it is the tax-deferred growth of the cash value that creates the source of retirement income. Further, it is the method of crediting interest that separates Index Universal Life Plans from more traditional life insurance products and is largely responsible for its popularity. As its name suggests, an Index Universal Life Plan credits interest based on the performance of one or more stock indices, such as the S&P 500. While policy cash values are not invested in stocks or stock indices, the interest rate credited to cash values is in fact linked to the growth of one or more indices. However, unlike many investments, the credited rate will never be negative. In other words, your gains will be locked in, and the interest rate credited to the cash value will never be less than the minimum rate guaranteed by the policy, and certainly never less than zero. In periods of negative index performance, the design of the Index Universal Life Plan protects the interest already earned and ensures that your cash value will never decrease solely because of negative index growth. In this case, you will not make money, but neither will you lose. The significance of this combination of downside protection and upside growth potential can be important to individuals who prefer a high degree of protection, along with significant cash value growth potential. Let us examine the hypothetical example of a 35-year-old male in good health who selects an Index Universal Life Plan with a death benefit of $150,000 and chooses to fund the policy with an annual premium of $5,000, which he plans to pay until his anticipated retirement at age 65. In order to illustrate what he might expect in regard to retirement income at age 65, his advisor chose to assume an average annual interest crediting of 8.4%. This hypothetical rate is derived by applying the insurance company's interest crediting formula to the actual growth of the selected index or indices over the prior 20 years. And while the past is not an accurate predictor of the future, he reasons that the 20-year period included two major stock market downturns, which may reoccur in the future. Under these assumptions, our client would have paid $5,000 per year until age 65, a total of $150,000. His income tax-free death benefit at age 65 would have grown to $700,000. His cash value will also have grown. At age 65, the cash value would equal $500,000, which would produce an annual retirement income of $82,000 payable to age 100. And under current tax laws, this income is tax-free. If we continue our projections to age 90, the total premiums paid remains at $150,000. The tax-free death benefit grows to $750,000. The net cash surrender value is $520,000, and the total of tax-free retirement income received to age 90 equals $2,050,000. Our hypothetical client in this example chose to supplement his retirement income by accessing his cash value through policy loans. Under current tax laws, he receives these policy loans free of current income taxes. It is important to note that the policy must remain in force until his death in order to maintain this tax-favored status. It is also important to note that the values represented above are not guaranteed. These values are derived from assumptions based on what has occurred over the last 20 years. If there is consistently little or no growth in the associated stock market indices over extended periods of time, cash values could be significantly less. However, if the performance of the indices is good, the values may indeed be higher, perhaps much higher. Selecting an Index Universal Life Plan may seem complicated. You'll want a qualified insurance representative to advise you on which Index Universal Life Plan best suits your needs. Factors such as the underlying index or indices, the interest crediting formula, minimum guarantees, participation rates and caps can all affect the Index Universal Life Plan's ability to generate supplemental retirement income. We have prepared for you a projection outlining what you might expect for retirement income from your Index Universal Life Plan. We look forward to discussing it with you.